can't really do a meter test. The ground is saturated. The box is full. It's elevated. When the cover came off, of course, it disrupted all that. The mud, the water's too muddy. It's too cloudy. Our observations are restricted in regard to the water meter test. So we're coming on along to the closest faucet to the meter. We're looking for no more than 80 psi. And we're looking like we got about 50 psi, which is perfectly good. Rain gutter does not discharge water far enough away. So we're going to kind of move around here. We're going to try and go in the same order. So some extra steps. We're going to go in the same order as the inspection report. I usually try to do that, and it never works. But it's a good effort. We're coming along here, the other side of the house. That was the west side of the house. The house faces east. We're over here now. Excuse me, the house faces south. We're over here on the east side of the house. And on the west side of the garage, this is our water restriction valve. We're going to adjust our water pressure here, and it keeps the backflow. And this is your main water shutoff valve. I just turned off all the water to the house. Perpendicular is off. Parallel is on. Okay. So we got about 50 psi. We can't really read the meter. These are our main sewer cleanouts, the black caps. We've got a double cleanout. This one goes towards the house, this one goes towards the street. They cross each other, so you never have a dead zone. So you can come in here with your snake, with your auger, with your rotor-rooter, call it what you will. Goes in there, goes into the house, cleans it out, drains good, we're good to go. Alright, take your snake, take your rotor-rooter, take your auger, call it what you will. Put it in here, it goes that direction, goes out, cleans out the obstruction in that direction. It's clean, we're good to go. These are your main sewer cleanouts. This is a vacuum breaker for your lawns, for your swimming pool, for your backwash. That's required. That would be a deficiency if I didn't see it. You can paint it if it's too obvious or something like that. But really, that's the way they look. That's the way they look. Moving on along. And that jumped. Okay. This is our gas. This is the main valve to the house. I just turned off all the gas to the house. I just turned all the gas onto the house, just like that. This is our gas meter. These are our isolation valves. Everything is fine. Our bonding happens at the water heater. Moving on along to the lawn sprinkler system. This is the check valve for the lawn sprinkler system. Okay, that's the main shutoff valve. It's kind of on. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. Alright? So apparently they were having a hard time turning that. And then this is our check valve with our isolation valves and caps, and of course it's new and we expect that. But this box, these boxes, including that one, these boxes should have been excavated and lined with gravel to keep the dirt from coming in here, the mud from washing up here. They're starting to be covered. I can't see the bottoms of the valves. You should be able to get your hands around the valves. If you can't get your hands around the valves to service them, that's a deficiency. This should have been excavated and lined with gravel. And we wouldn't have cloudy water like that if that had been lined with gravel. So that's called a clue. That's called a clue. Moving on along, still with our lawn sprinkler system. These are the controls. Our zones are not labeled. We do not have a plan. Alright, I don't even see a green tag. Usually with new construction you see a green tag there. This is our weather sensor. It has not been installed.